sometimes due to our geographical limitations, due to our certain boundaries, we are unable to explore things from here, right? So probably this session would enlighten you all, would give you a lot of insights in one of the industry which is spreading like anything, expanding like anything. And I'm very glad and thankful to my industry that I got an opportunity to introduce you this industry to you. Alright, so before I introduce to the industry, one very simple question. Okay, since it's a candid talk, the one condition that will be a two-way communication. Will that work? Right? So it is not just me talking about it. It is a two-way communication. I would be needing a lot of insights from you too. It is an exchange of ideas. It is an exchange of information. Will work? Right? Sure. First question. आप सबने एक शायद, those who are reading newspapers, I got to know a lot of innovative practices which the institute and school is following. Must a big thank you and a big round of applause for the institute and a school because following a very, very big initiative which I believe in my experiences so far, none of the school is doing it. So great. You are very lucky and fortunate enough to be a part of it. So, I guess आप लोग newspaper रोज पढ़ते हो यहाँ पे, right? And you are having a lot of extra exposure to the reading material too. So एक word आया है जो हमारे करंट गवर्नमेंट ने फ्लोट किया है मार्केट में, एंड दैट इज सस्टेनेबल करियर. सुना है ये वर्ड या यू हियर इट फर्स्ट टाइम? सस्टेनेबल करियर सुना है या नहीं सुना? सुना है. अच्छा, चलो. सो पहला लेते हैं सस्टेनेबल. मतलब क्या? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय सस्टेनेबल? Long term, very good. Which has a longevity, which can survive lifetime till the time they are alive. Sustainable, right? Career. Okay. So a question come in our mind. What is career? Who will answer? What do you mean by career? You can raise your hand if you wish to share your views, and I appreciate. What is career to you? Simple question. Come on. We are in 12th and 11th standard, I believe. Yes or no? So what is a career? What do you understand by a term called a career? Anyone? Let it be a very layman answer. I won't mind. Yes, please. Anyone? Come on. Lot of pool of talent. नहीं? Surprised? चलो, हरी अब. करियर का मतलब क्या है? What do you mean by career? करियर क्या होगा? आपके लिए करियर क्या है? Yes, please, बेटा. Very good. शाबाश. Be loud enough. Wow, let us have a very big round of applause for that girl. Because I believe she had put it in a very absolutely crisp and the right words she used. A passionate work that we would love to do it for the rest of our life. Beautifully presented. Correct. अगर मैं होता तो मैं भी वही बताता. Correct. So, अब question आता है, what is that passionate work we would like to do for the rest of our life? Big question. आप में से कितने लोगों के पास इसका आंसर है that yes, I know the passionate work which I would like to do for the rest of my life? Raise your hand. Who had a very clear thought about it कि yes, मुझे यही करना है and I'm absolutely passionate. Very good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, great. Great. If you are comfortable, could you please share what you want to do it? Okay. Wow, great. Anyone who raise a hand, could you please share? Chalo, hurry up. One of the boys raise hand. अरे अभी तो हाथ ऊपर किया था आपने. Yes, please. बॉडी बिल्डर. अरे वेरी गुड, शाबाश. ऑलराइट, चलो अभी दूसरा क्वेश्चन. जब पैशन की बात करते हैं, another hit, the word that hits our mind is, what is passion? A passion that drives our life throughout. A passion that makes us feel happy. A passion that gives us the high level of satisfaction, whatever we do. अब जब कोई भी चीज के लिए पैशन, अच्छा, एनीबडी हु इज इनटू आर्ट्स, मतलब इन टर्म्स ऑफ अपार्ट फ्रॉम स्टडीज, एनीबडी हु इज गुड एट सिंगिंग, हु इज गुड एट डांसिंग, हु इज गुड एट स्पोर्ट्स, क्रिकेट, ऑफ कोर्स होंगे. हु इज वेरी पैशनेट? यस बॉय, यस प्लीज स्टैंड अप. व्हाट आर यू गुड एट? व्हाट आर यू पैशनेट ऑफ? Singing. Alright, just a simple question. How long can you sing? So for an example, if somebody is asking you to prepare a song or a raga, how long can you keep on practicing, rehearsing, रियाज? कितना कर सकते हो? कितने घंटे? 24 घंटे में से कितना घंटा कर सकते हो? 1 or 2 hours. Okay. Anyone who's anybody passionate about it? Yes, please, beta. Painting. Okay, how long can you paint? Whether it be 36 hours, 48 hours, that's the passion. That's the passion, you know, when you don't count the number of hours. Right? Thank you so much, beta. Sit down. Thank you. Have you all understood? Passion is what? When you don't count the number of hours you have spent on that particular activity. You keep on doing till the time you like, okay, fine, I'm done. I'm ready to go. My painting is ready. My song is ready. I'm done with my cricket coaching. I'm absolutely a perfect, confident person now. That's a passion. But ये passion हम में से कितनों के पास है हमारे chosen field के लिए? That's a big question. A very big question, which you all must ask yourself. And my dear ones, you all must choose a career, because we are talking about a career. You all must choose a career that you don't get tired of. जिस दिन आपको लगे कि नहीं यार ये खत्म, अभी मैं परेशान हो गया, I want to go home and take a break. That's not the profession you should opt in for. A profession that does not allow you to sleep, you should offer that profession. Keeps on driving you कि नहीं मुझे करते रहना है, चल रहा है पैशन में, ये मेरी लाइफ है, मुझे करना ही है. So that is career. So एक पहला क्वेश्चन, होमवर्क आप सबको घर जाना अपने आप को पूछना, ऐसा कौन सा प्रोफेशन है, ऐसी कौन सी एक्टिविटी है जो मैं रेस्ट ऑफ द लाइफ थ्रू आउट 24 आवर्स करने के लिए नहीं थकूंगा या थकूंगा. पूछो ये क्वेश्चन अपने आप को. अगर आंसर नहीं मिल रहा है, check again, do a SWOT analysis. I believe you all are aware of a SWOT analysis, right? What is SWOT analysis? Strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threat, correct? SWOT means strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threat. अपना खुद का करो. What are your strengths? All of us has weaknesses, including me, including sir. Everyone has flaw in their life. We have to accept it. Jot them down. Yes, these are my flaws. These are my weaknesses. Keeping that in mind, find out the opportunity you have and the threat in the market. So you'll get your answer that which is the profession, which is the activity, which I'm able to do it for rest of my life without getting tired. Are we all clear? So एक काम प्लीज करना मेरी तरफ से, एक आज अपने लिए होमवर्क करना and find out where do I stand. Okay, some of you may have this, a thought in the mind, यार वो एक्टिविटी पैसा कमानी होनी चाहिए. है ना, बिकॉज मुझे लाइफ जीनी है, मुझे पैसा कमाना है, राइट? दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट टू, हाउ डू आई लिव माय लाइफ विदाउट अ मनी? एब्सोल्युटली राइट, यू शुड इंडीड. बट लेट मी टेल यू अगेन वन थिंग, out of all my experiences, when you work passionately for something, money automatically comes to you. You don't need to run behind the money. As sir rightly mentioned, money is a byproduct. Let money come to you, not you should run behind the money. So in your initial years, जब आप graduations करोगे, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करोगे, अपनी करियर की शुरुआत करोगे, यू मस्ट नॉट वे योर प्रोफेशन अगेंस्ट योर विथ योर द अमाउंट यू पेड ऑफ. गलत कभी मत करना, बिकॉज इट विल बी शॉर्ट लिव्ड. पैसा आज है, कल नहीं है. और अगर आपका सेटिस्फैक्शन एंड हैप्पीनेस विच इज अ लाइफ टाइम लॉन्ग, राइट? सो दैट इज वन थिंग यू ऑल हैव टू डू इट टुडे. Comes to the industry now, tourism and hospitality. Okay, क्या दोनों अलग है? Have you heard this term before, tourism? सुना तो होगा ही definitely. Can somebody describe me in a very layman language? एकदम layman. He said tourism का मतलब ये है. कौन बताएगा मुझे? I want boys to participate a lot. I guess girls are more participative than you. So where is the Josh? Morning में अभी जो मुझे दिखाया आप लोगों ने, Josh दिखाओ. Where is the tourism? What is the tourism? Come on, we all know, I believe. चलो, hurry up. What do you mean by tourism? Simple. भले simple answer दो, layman answer दो. No worries. But put your thought. See, that is also an art. When you have a guts to stand, whatever is your mind speak, put it forward. That's the confidence. So show your confidence. What is tourism? No boys? No one? अरे कुछ तो बताओ. Tourism का मतलब क्या होता है? No, you don't want to share. Alright, I'll come to you girls. Boys first. Where is the energy? Chalo, hurry up. I need answer from boys only now, not the girls. So yes, tell me, what is tourism to you? Okay, fine, I'll buy your answer. But is there any other objective, any other reason, any other motive of traveling from one place to other place? Yes, please. Okay, at a point you would like to have a change in your surrounding. All right, great. Therefore, I'm asking. I'm digging because we all are aware of answers. Answers are within you. कि हम tourism क्यों कर रहे हैं? हम travel क्यों करते हैं? All of you, yes, please. Yes, please.
We learn so many new cultures.
Okay, cultural exchange. Done. Okay, for cultural exchange, right? Or yes, please. I would little differ at this moment because tourism के objectives में it is not a self-discovery, right? Self-discovery will come across during your journey of exploring yourself. Okay, so I can lead you to one of the objective or motive, that is wellness tourism, which is a very popular mode of tourism nowadays. You know, people are moving for wellnesses, है ना? बहुत, especially foreigners are visiting India for a lot of yogic practices. I don't know whether you are aware of this fact or not, but a huge segment of international, a huge segment, let me introduce you to that, a huge segment that earns tremendous. Third segment हो गया. What else do you need? चलो आप सोमनाथ में रह लिए, आपने खाना भी खा लिया, सुबह का ब्रेकफास्ट हो गया. Now what next? मंदिर में दर्शन के लिए जाओगे, दर्शन हो गए, चलो उसके बाद अच्छा वो दर्शन में जब जाते हो, कैन यू सिंपली जस्ट वॉक इन टू द टेम्पल एंड डू द दर्शन? देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु आर इन्वॉल्वड क्यूइंग यू अप, है ना, आपको क्यू में लगाएंगे, आपकी मैनेजमेंट करेंगे, आपको मंदिर तक लेके जाएंगे, दर्शन कराएंगे, फिर बाहर आएंगे। जब बाहर आए और क्या चीजें जरूरत पड़ी आपकी? यस प्लीज, यस दैट कैन बी अ सीधी आंसर, टेल मी, नो वरीज, व्हाट एल्स यू नीड? क्या चाहिए आप लोगों को? बस हो गया, सोमनाथ हो गया। प्रसाद खरीदोगे, कुछ सोवेनियर लाओगे, फ्रिज मैग्नेट लाओगे नहीं, या कुछ भी खरीदोगे, राइट? द स्पेशलिटी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस, लेट्स से गोइंग टू कच्छ, सो डेफिनेटली वहां से कुछ तो लेके आओ। और लेट्स से गोइंग टू इटली, चलो सोमनाथ को अभी रखते हैं साइड में, इटली चलेंगे, क्योंकि आपको आई एम टेकिंग टू द फोर्थ सेगमेंट एंड दैट इज सोवेनियर इंडस्ट्री। सोवेनियर मतलब a kind of piece of item that you take from there as a remembrance, ठीक है? उसकी बहुत बड़ी इंडस्ट्री है। गोवा जाते हो, कलरफुल फ्लोरल शर्ट्स लेके आते होंगे, है ना? इट्स मैंडेट भाई, गोवा गए तो ये तो चाहिए हमें, राइट? बट उसकी भी इंडस्ट्री है, कौन बनाएगा वो शर्ट आपके लिए? कौन बेचेगा वो शर्ट आपको, राइट? सो इट्स अ ह्यूज इंडस्ट्री बिहाइंड इट। व्हाट एल्स यू नीड? आप गोवा गए, चलो व्हाट एल्स डू यू नीड अपार्ट फ्रॉम अकोमोडेशन, फूड एंड बेवरेज, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, सोवेनियर इंडस्ट्री, व्हाट एल्स डू यू नीड? गाइड, करेक्ट? देयर हैज टू बी समबडी हु कैन गिव यू इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द वेरियस प्लेसेस। आप एब्सोल्युटली नई जगह पे जा रहे हो, नहीं पता है आपको, चलो गोवा तो पता है, इंडिया की सारी चीजें पता है हमें। लेट्स से वी गो टू अ फॉरेन कंट्री वेयर वी आर एब्सोल्युटली अनअवेयर, तो वहां पे वी नीड समबडी हु कैन गाइड अस, हु कैन प्रोवाइड अस एन इंफॉर्मेशन, हु कैन गिव अस अ डायरेक्टिव। सर पहले यहां जाना, आइटिनरी बनाना कि सर आप पहले यहां जाना, फिर यहां जाना, फिर यहां जाना। सो दैट इज अनदर कंपोनेंट ऑफ टूरिज्म। सो इट्स अ ह्यूज अम्ब्रेला accommodating various service sectors. These are all service sector. Let me introduce to you a word called service sector. सर्विस मतलब क्या? क्या कहते हैं सर्विस को? सेवा। वेरी गुड, सेवा देना, राइट? सो इट इज, दे ऑल कम अंडर सर्विस सेक्टर, बट ऑफ कोर्स द सर्विस सेक्टर इज अ पेड सर्विस सेक्टर, इट इज नॉट अ फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, राइट? बिकॉज एंटायर इंडस्ट्री इज ड्रिवन बाय मनी, ठीक है? अब टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री की बात कर रहे हैं, लेट मी जस्ट गिव यू सम इंटरेस्टिंग फिगर्स। वी ऑल आर अवेयर अबाउट द जीडीपी, हमें सबको जीडीपी पता है ना, राइट? जीडीपी में यू नो व्हाट, टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री का कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या रहा है अब तक 2024-25 के रिकॉर्ड पर? कितना होगा? कितना? 14%? नो, इट्स अ ह्यूज। Alright, so GDP contribution, let me introduce you. It is just tourism industry is contributing to 5% to the Indian economy at this stage. आपको लग रहा है 5% तो क्या ही है? No, it's a huge amount that you are contributing. You know that leads to how many number of jobs creations every year? You can't even imagine. Nearly 7 crores job in India. 7 crores job in India amongst various segments. जिसमें से nearly 31% is a direct employment, जो directly connected है, and 69% is indirectly connected. But imagine the amount of job creation. And in the next decade, what we are aiming for, as per the Viksit Bharat, 7.1% GDP contribution, which is again a huge leading. When I just compare with other industry, if you want to compare it, go back and Google it out. आपको प्रेस ब्यूरो ऑफ इंडिया के रिपोर्ट्स में से मिल जाएंगे, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग फिगर्स मिलेंगे। जो इंजीनियरिंग फील्ड है जिसके पीछे हम लोग क्रेजी है, यू नो, आई एम जस्ट कंपेयरिंग इट वन ऑफ द फील्ड, उसका जीडीपी कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना होगा? एनीवन? उसका जीडीपी कंट्रीब्यूशन कितना होगा? लेस देन द टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री. सरप्राइज्ड? नियरली 3.6% in comparison to the 5% of tourism industry. So जब GDP हम लोग जो कंपेयर करते हैं, it directly links up to the job creation because आप उतना कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो इंडियन इकोनॉमी को रन करने के लिए, राइट? जो आप इकोनॉमी में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो, indeed you will be needing a lot of human resources to run that economy. You will be needing a lot of manpower, a lot of ecosystem to run that system. Correct? So उस लेवल पे इमेजिन करो, अभी टूरिज्म is a sector that is generating 7 crores jobs every year, humongous sector to explore. Probably you were unaware about this fact before this session starts. Am I right? But आज शायद इस सेशन के बाद आपके पास एक यहाँ पे एक पहलू खुल गया कि यस, एक ऐसी इंडस्ट्री है जहां पे we can think of creating a career. Because हम सब में कहीं ना कहीं we all are Indians. Yes, we all are tied up with lot of Indian culture in us. जब इंडियन कल्चर की बात करते हैं, अतिथि देवो भव, it is a tagline of Incredible India, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, जहां से मैं आता हूं. सो अतिथि देवो भव मतलब क्या? हमारे दरवाजे पे आने वाला हर एक इंसान. पता है ये टैगलाइन कहां से शुरू हुई? ओके, बैक टू अ वेरी ओल्ड एज इंडियन हिस्ट्री, जहां पे टूरिज्म अर्लियर लोग ट्रैवल करते थे, बट किसके लिए ट्रैवल करते थे? पहले लोग किसके लिए ट्रैवल करते थे? क्योंकि वी आर एन एग्रीकल्चरल कंट्री, राइट? तो हमारा तो जहां पे नदी है, जहां पे पानी बह रहा है, फर्टाइल लैंड है, हम वहीं पे हमारी खेती करते थे, वहीं से अनाज बोते थे, वहीं से हम अपनी निकालते थे पैसा, और देन वी यूज्ड टू लीव आवर लाइफ देयर. बट क्यों ट्रांसफर करना पड़ा? हम लोग क्यों ट्रांसपोर्ट करते थे? 2 रीजन मेजर थे जिसके लिए हम लोग ट्रांसपोर्ट करते थे. भारत, कौन से 2 रीजन? एनीवन? नंबर 1, फॉर रिलीजियस पर्पस जाते थे ना हम लोग, और इसीलिए वहां पे हर एक टेम्पल के पास यू विल फाइंड फ्री अकोमोडेशन अंडर द नेम ऑफ धर्मशालास. धर्मशालास. और धर्मशाला क्यों? क्योंकि वहां पे धर्म को पढ़ाया जाता था. The second reason, we used to travel, we used to leave our home and we used to be in the Gurukul system to get education. We used to be in those schools of dharmas जहां पे हमें ये धर्म पढ़ाया जाता था, नीतियां पढ़ाई जाती थी, और that was another reason that people used to transfer, ट्रैवल करते थे. अब तब ऐसा माना जाता था कि एल्टीट्यूड ग्रीस में ऐसा माना जाता है कि आपके दरवाजे में कोई भी आया ना, सो दे हैव अ पार्टी हो, मतलब पोर्च जैसा एरिया होता है उनके घर के बाहर. आपके घर पे कोई भी आया, उसको समझो कि भगवान आया है, उसको रहने के लिए एक बेंच दे दो और खाने के लिए खाना दे दो फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. अगर आप ये करते हो तो आप भगवान को पाओगे, ऐसा ग्रीस में मान्यता थी. एंड सिमिलर मान्यता हमारे भारत में भी है. इसीलिए हमने वो टैगलाइन को बहुत ही प्राउडली अडॉप्ट किया, अतिथि देवो भव. हमारे घर पे आने वाला हर एक अतिथि, हर एक गेस्ट, फॉर एनी रीजन. आज भी हम घर पे आने वाले को पानी पूछते हैं, yes or no? Do we charge them? No, we don't charge them. We even ask them to come in and have a seat. Yes? Do we charge them? No, because it is a service. It's a seva. तो हम सब में वो है. See, this culture is very instilled in us, deeply instilled in us. It is in our culture, and इसीलिए इंडिया वर्ल्ड वाइड नोन है इसके कल्चर के लिए. We are the most hospitable breed on earth. हमसे ज्यादा hospitable breed है ही नहीं. So ये तो हमारे ब्लड में है. बस उसी ब्लड को हम अभी हॉस्पिटैलिटी की तरफ लेके जा रहे हैं, विच इज द अनदर सेगमेंट ऑफ डिस्कशन टुडे। हमने टूरिज्म की बात की, टूरिज्म के अंदर ट्रांसपोर्टेशन आ गया जो ट्रैवल के साथ रिलेटेड है, राइट, जिसके अंदर आपकी एयरवेज, क्रूज लाइंस। Once upon a time, I was a part of it. So when you be a part of such kind of a transport industry, it is another learning and segment to study. भारत सरकार की जो पर्यटन मंत्रालय है, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, that offers exclusive Bachelor of Business Administration in Travel and Tourism degree. We have IITs, the way we have IIMs. Similarly, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ टूरिज्म ने 2 इंस्टीट्यूट की स्थापना की जो हर एक राज्य में आपको पाए जाएंगे, जस्ट लाइक एन IITs, राइट, एंड दैट इज IITM, इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज्म मैनेजमेंट, राइट। बट उसके सेंटर्स हर जगह नहीं मिलेंगे आपको, गिन के उनके सेंटर्स 6 से 7 ही है ऑल ओवर इंडिया में। सो देयर आर वेरी लिमिटेड सेक्शंस जो आपको ग्रेजुएशन डिग्री ऑफर करेंगे ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज्म, जिसके अंदर सब कुछ आ गया, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन आ गया, सोवेनियर इंडस्ट्री आ गई, आपका इंफॉर्मेशन सेंटर्स आ गए, ये सारी चीजें उसके अंदर कवर हो जाती है। दूसरी इंस्टीट्यूट जहां से मैं आ रहा हूं, जो आपके टूरिज्म के बाकी 2 सेगमेंट है, दैट इज होटल्स एंड फूड एंड बेवरेज को आपको इंटेंसिव नॉलेज देगा, and that is Institute of Hotel Management, जो हर एक स्टेट में आपको एक मिलेगा। Every state has got one. You go to Mumbai, you go to Panji, you go to Jaipur, you go to Bhopal, Hyderabad, Chennai, Kolkata, Bhubaneswar, every city, Lucknow, Delhi, Srinagar, Shimla, every capital of that particular state has got one IHM, जहां पे आप हॉस्पिटैलिटी इन डेप्थ पढ़ सकते हो एज अ ग्रेजुएशन कोर्स, जहां पे आपको सिर्फ हॉस्पिटैलिटी करना नहीं सिखाएंगे, हाउ टू मैनेज। सो दिस इज द एंटायर टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री ऑन योर ओन, ईच सेगमेंट ऑन योर ओन। सो लेट्स से IITTM आपको एक वर्ल्ड क्लास ट्रैवल एजेंट्स या ट्रैवल कंपनी के लायक बनाएगा, एंड IHMs आपको एक वर्ल्ड क्लास लेवल पे होटल के मैनेजर्स बनाएंगे। एंड ऑफ कोर्स इफ समबडी वांट्स टू बिकम अ शेफ, वी ऑल हैव हर्ड अबाउट अ वेरी फेमस सेलिब्रिटी शेफ्स लाइक संजीव कपूर, राइट, वी हैव हर्ड अबाउट राकेश सेठी, वी हैव हर्ड अबाउट कुणाल कपूर, राइट, ऑल दीज आर सेलिब्रिटी शेफ्स, रणवीर ब्रार, है ना, बट दे ऑल आर the product of IHMs. They all of them have opted for hotel management courses, become a chef. They started as a chef in the industry, slowly, gradually, they gained a lot of experiences, and then they now establish themselves as a chef. आप सब लोग मास्टर शेफ देखते होंगे, कुछ देखते होंगे घर में, right? India, international, all. जब आप उसकी कलाकारी देखते हो, it is a science behind every art and a craft that you do, right? And it is a passion. Somebody is absolutely passionate. I still remember one of my student who's currently at the Oberoi's. आपने शायद hotels के कुछ नाम सुने होंगे, Taj Hotels. Okay, I'll tell you. So we have a time, right? Or okay, I'll tell you a simple story. You all must have seen a humongous structure standing at the gateway of India that is called the Taj Palace, मुंबई। देखा है सबने, राइट, जिसके ऊपर अटैक हुआ था, अनफॉर्चुनेट अटैक हुआ था, राइट। आई टेल यू लिटिल स्टोरी अबाउट इट, एंड आई एम वेरी प्राउड दैट बिल्डिंग, दैट होटल इज एन इंसेप्शन एंड a baby of our own, very own Jamshedji Sarvanji Tata. He built that entire property. You know, it was, of course, it was in British Raj. So British Raj mein he faced a lot of racism. Though he was that time the very reputed industrialist in the country, even though he was not allowed in one of the hotel at Kala Ghoda, stating that Indians and dogs are not allowed. And he took it, he was of course annoyed, and he took it in a way, okay fine, okay, I'll make a hotel for my Indian people. And then he started building up a property starting in 1897, completed in 1903, a huge structure like a mahal, named it as a Taj Mahal, a story now. Some years after, there was an international cruise line which was passing by, because वो ocean को overlook करती है ना, कोलाबा पे है, तो अरेबियन सी को overlook कर रही है, तो वहां से क्रूज जा रही थी, एक फ्रेंच फोटोग्राफर आया डेक पे, वो फोटो खींचने जा रहा है, उसको देखा बहुत बड़ा महल खड़ा है वहां पे, सो उसको लगा ये ताजमहल है. Now what is ताजमहल to him is, आपको क्या लगता है उसको क्या लगा होगा ताजमहल मतलब क्या होगा, वन ऑफ द सेवन वंडर, राइट? उसको लगा ये वन ऑफ द सेवन वंडर ताजमहल यहाँ पे खड़ा है. He wasn't knowing that one of the seven wonders is located at Agra. उसको लगा यही है. So he yelled at the passengers, he invited them on the deck. अरे देखो देखो देखो, you know there is a Taj Mahal. They were all so excited. They started taking the pictures. फिर शिप डॉक हो रही है डॉकयार्ड में मुंबई में, and the passengers got down, and they were all taken to where, you know, the same Taj Mahal for tea and brunch. And then they realized, oh my goodness, it is not the one of the wonder, but it is a hotel. So आप इमेजिन कर सकते हो, जो दिखता है स्ट्रक्चर, मतलब किसी भी फॉरेन जो अननोन पर्सन है उसको लगेगा इट इज वन ऑफ द सेवन वंडर, दैट मच ब्यूटीफुल द प्रॉपर्टी इज. And if you go inside, you will find the best material being used by J.R.E. Lala there. Amazing structure, standing still tall. We call it as a father of our Indian hospitality industry. We still worship it. है ना, वो हमारी ये worshipping property है. Because it's the first property in India declared as a 5-star hotel. Humongous structure, 573 rooms, having butlers, German butlers, having steam generated elevators, having big chandeliers, luxury at the highest level. That's what JI did up. And to our surprise, of course, we all are aware that Tatas are known for their kindness, right? उन्होंने वो पूरी की पूरी hotels converted into hospital during the World War without even having a second thought in mind. And that makes the Taj brand today an iconic brand among all the hotels brands. आज हमारे पास बहुत सारी brands हैं इंडिया के अंदर, but the first thing that comes in our tongue is always a Taj, because it's really a Taj. It is really a crown of our nation, right? So likewise, this industry began from the Taj, entered with the Oberoi Hotels, ITC Hotels, beautiful properties of ITC. I'm sure I've given an invitation to whoever is interested can walk down to IHMs and we can take you to the beautiful properties for show arounds. Okay, that's on our own. So it's beautiful properties we can come across with, जहाँ पे luxury hospitality वाले जो students होते हैं ना वो luxury बनाते हैं. So during the introduction, the girl told you that you know I am an engineer. Yes, just like you know way back in 1998 when I finished my, or 1996 when I did my 10th standard, the only option, because I got a lot of flying colors in my marks, so the only option which I had to opt is science stream. I opted for a science stream. Again completed with the flying colors in 12th standard, opted for an engineering, mechanical engineering, finished that. Done. Got a job in hand as a sales and marketing manager. Later I realized, no man, it is not my cup of tea. I am not comfortable spending my rest of the life passionately for engineering field. There I realized, no, it is not my cup of tea. So what else? Then I come across with a beautiful brochure जिसके अंदर ताज का पिक्चर था, लॉबी थी, with chandeliers, with marble floor, with carpeted floors, butlers in a uniform. Attracted me a lot. I said, okay, fine, let me explore this because I'm hospitable. मेरे घर पे अगर कोई आएगा तो I'm the most hospitable person. So I realized, okay, that is my area जहाँ पे मैं अपने आप को पूरी जिंदगी, even till today, though I am a senior lecturer, but if you put me in the restaurant today or in the hotel today on the floors, I won't mind working for 24 hours, more than 24 hours every day. That's my passion because I love serving people. I love interacting with people. I love taking care of them. So I realized, of course, much later in my life, but then I realized, and it was a good call for me to opt in for hotel management courses. And yes, proudly I can say that I'm thankful to God and Almighty giving me that opportunity to choose for this field. Because later I realized, machine के साथ काम करना बहुत easy है. You sit, program, button on करो, LED machine on करो, खत्म हो गया आपका engineering is done. But when you deal with a human every day of n number of personality, n numbers, right? Different kinds of personality, every day it is a challenging journey. Yet challenging, but it's shaping your personality 360 degree. आप कहीं पे भी जाओ, किसी पे भी फील्ड में चले जाओ, you are able to deal with each and every person. Because you are dealing them every day and night, 24/7. And mark my word, dealing a human being is the toughest job on this earth. जब आप उनके सारे जितने भी expectations होते हैं, because obviously when we go as a guest, आप भी जब जाते हैं किसी होटल में, और when you spend the money, you would expect a service delivery to be at the best. Yes or no? आप बोलोगे कि yeah, I bought this hotel, man. I'm the king, and I should be treated like a king. Yes, that's the mentality. It's okay, absolutely fine. Being them all the time, it's an art. It is an art. It is a game of attitude. जब आप इंसान को खेलते हो ना, it is a game of attitude, and that tailored you a lot. आपको 360 डिग्री इतना बेहतर इंसान बना देता है ना. So one thing I always tell my students कि ये जो फील्ड है ना हॉस्पिटैलिटी की, अगर आपको एक लाइफ में कॉन्फिडेंट अच्छा इंसान बनना है ना, opt for this field. Will give you a lot of recognition, lot of satisfaction. Way back, मतलब जब आप घर जाओगे रात को सोओगे, you have peace of mind. You are at peace. That I have served people, and it's a mankind job. It's a very noble cause. Somebody, questioned me, sir, hotel management करके या hospitality management करके, it came to me, way back in 2002 when I opted. One of my relatives, pointed out, you are already an engineer, you will become a waiter now. What a shame! You should not. I said, okay, but I love doing that. My simple statement, I love doing that. Lately I realized, okay, we all know, we all have been to auto rickshaw. ठीक है? कौन चलाते हैं उसको? रिक्शा वाला? Who's the driver? Right? Some of us also must have been to airways. फ्लाइट में बैठे होंगे. उसको कौन चलाता है? पायलट. दोनों में फर्क है? दोनों में फर्क है नहीं है? एक ऑटो रिक्शा चलाने में और एक फ्लाइट को चलाने में फर्क है नहीं है? बहुत फर्क है. जमीन और आसमान का फर्क है. ये समझो, एक जमीन पे है, एक आसमान में है. बट स्किल सेट की अगर बात करें, सर्टिफिकेशन की बात करें, व्हाइट कॉलर की बात करें, तो डेफिनेटली हमारी नजरें पायलट की तरफ देखने की बदल जाती है. और एक ऑटो, सॉरी टू मेंशन दैट, बट ऑटो रिक्शा वाले को देखने की नजर बदल जाती है हमारी. राइट? बिकॉज वी वे देम दैट वे. इट इज अ सोसाइटियल वे दैट हम उनको इस वे करते हैं और उनको यहां पे वे करते हैं. एग्जैक्टली वैसे ही जब आप वे करते हो किसी प्रोफेशन को, you have to feel pride in your job, what you do. Serving a nation or serving, जैसे कि there are a lot of social workers who work. Politicians ले लो, they are a lot of social workers. We as a government employees are a social worker. हम सोसाइटी के लिए काम करते हैं. जब हम काम करते हैं, we don't feel it is not my job. We don't feel it is a white collar job or it is a grey collar job. We feel it's a service to mankind. We feel it is service to a society. And that is the ultimate life में जब आप at the age of mid, मतलब आप आधी जिंदगी खत्म कर दी होगी ना आपने, तब आपको रियलाइज होगा यार, earning money and all, running behind the money is secondary. Primarily, what have I done to the society? That question will haunt you, will bother you. But let me tell you, if you are in the service industry. Indeed, you will have a high level of satisfaction कि yes, मैंने बहुत कुछ किया society के लिए, I've served them. Right? So that is the bottom line, or I would say soul of hospitality, which we live every day. So one of the options for all of you today, probably, now you have another option created in your mind, and that is the field of travel, tourism, and hospitality. Three fields offer you exponential career growth, and I again mentioned career growth. It allows you to grow. We all have heard about McDonald's. We all have been to McDonald's. A proud alumni story of my institute. My super senior, 2001 pass out, Mr. Saurabh Kalra. You know who is he today? 24 years? Yes. He is the CEO of Southeast Asia McDonald's. In 24 years, not even 24, he was a CEO, he became CEO in 2010. So merely in a span of 9 years, after he passing out in 2001, a hotel management course, he joined as a McDonald's management trainee, grew up, और आज वो साउथ एशिया के मैकडॉनल्ड्स बहुत बड़ी इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड्स हैं उसके सीईओ अ वेरी ग्राउंडेड डाउन टू अर्थ पर्सन राइट सो करियर ग्रोथ की बात कर रहे थे सी द ग्रोथ वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट अगेन अ वेरी इंस्पायरिंग जर्नी 2016 pass out a student like you a very simple introvert guy dark in complexion okay came to IHM, started studying in IHM. 2016 was the third year for him. So he started opting for a hotel, the campus placements. So वो मेरे पास है. There I used to teach front office. Front office, the front of the line. Sir, मुझे front office opt करना है. But there are a lot of people and faculty who are saying, sir, you are dark complex, तो तू fit नहीं होगा. Front office के लिए तो अच्छे, handsome, beautiful faces चाहिए. I said nothing doing with that. You will go for it. He went for it. He's the first corporate leadership training of Hyatt Internationals, cracked in 2016. Journey doesn't end there. After 2 years, once he became a manager in one of the Hyatt Hotel in Kochi, he called me once day, sir, मुझे break लेना है. I said, क्या हुआ? Sir, मुझे MBA करना है. I said, okay, fine. But एक ही condition है. अगर MBA करना है, then you have to do it from IIMs only. No any other B schools. He said, challenge accepted, sir. Done. Took a break. 1 year, worked hard, very hard. Very next year, I could see him walking into IIMs, Visakhapatnam, as one of the MBA grades. 2 साल बाद उसने खत्म किया. He was a gold medalist. And today, in a span of 9 years, he's one of the very important person in Accenture India, earning more than 30 lakh per annum in a span of 9 years. Right? These figures are very inspiring because this industry gives you platform, a growth, and very proudly used to mention उसका IIMs का इंटरव्यू चल रहा था. कैसे सोचा तुम तो होटल मैनेजमेंट से आ रहे हो, क्या ही कर लोगे यहाँ पे? He proudly mentioned, sir, होटल मैनेजमेंट आप ऐसा मत समझिए. इस फील्ड ने मुझे 360 डिग्री इतना परफेक्ट बना दिया है that I can conquer any corporate world, and he's conquering today. And he's now going to be a new candidate for UPS. Right? So that is what I'm saying. A lot of people, a lot of students who has got inspirational story, thanks to the industry who groom you well. So we proudly call it as this industry is the next to the most disciplined industry, that is the military forces of our nation. Well disciplined, you'll always find them up to the mark, head to toe, exactly the same way this industry goes. Head to toe, you're perfect. In every sense, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you sit, the way you smile, everything is being curated for you. So that's the beauty of this course. So, after all these talk, Only two options I can offer you. If somebody is interested to opt in for this career line, indeed you can approach your management, where I will leave my details. You can approach them, you can get the details from them. And if you need a further guidance in that direction, how to get into these institutes after 12th standard, we can brief you in detail. Right? So that was all about for my side. If you have any questions, I've given you, I guess, a nice insights on tourism as well as in hospitality sector. But if you have any questions, more than welcome.
Heard about tourist guide, but we see today that having AI, we can search on Google and see where we want to go. So, do you think that's a threat to the industry?
Good question. Okay. आपने कभी न्यूज चैनल अभी देख रहे होंगे, न्यूज चैनल पे ना मौसम का ख्याल आता है, हवामान माहिती विभाग है ना, वेदर रिपोर्ट आता है. रिसेंटली सारे न्यूज चैनल्स पे देखना, वो वेदर रिपोर्ट इज एआई जनरेटेड रिपोर्ट. अ लेडी विल कम, विल स्पीक, आपको लगेगा एंड यू क्लियरली देखोगे ना कि एआई जनरेटेड है, टच निकल जाता है. व्हेन यू कम टू रोम अराउंड, let's say there are headphone guided tours also, walk trails हम जिसको कहते हैं, audio walk trails, आप कहीं के चलते हो वैसे. But on the other hand, if somebody there to make you round around with his or her own words, आपको उस जगह की महत्व बताएगा, explanation करेगा, I guarantee you, we all are human beings, we are not robots. We will not love to be served by robots. We will love to be served by human only. So no matter AI को कितना, AI is good, I am not denying that. AI को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से यूज करोगे तो it can take you to a next level of industry growth. But when it comes to human touch, I think it is irreplaceable. Nobody can replace the human touch. Hotels में है, very good point. Yes, I would just share. I'll take 2 minutes. Hotels में चेक इन काउंटर्स होते हैं, रिसेप्शन काउंटर जहां पे आपका वेलकम किया जाता है, आपको एटीजी किया जाता है, एंड देन यू वेलकम, साइन इन करके आपको रूम दिया जाता है. सम ऑफ द इंटरनेशनल ब्रांड हैव रिप्लेस्ड इट विद केओस. रख दिए, आप जाओ वहां पे अपना नंबर डालो, बुकिंग होगा, बुकिंग जनरेट होगा, आपका की कार्ड निकलेगा, सीधा रूम में चले जाओ. नो ह्यूमन टच. बट व्हेन इट वाज ऑन अ पायलट प्रोजेक्ट इन इंडिया, tremendously failed. Because nobody, not only we, as a human, we want somebody to receive us. We don't want a robot to receive us. We don't want a robot to serve us. We want a human to serve us. Because that is a connection and we can generate a public relation. और वो बहुत जरूरी बेटा, जब when we are more engrossed into tech-savvy devices, you are, I guess, agreeing that we are getting away from human. घर में होकर भी हम एक दूसरे से बातें नहीं कर रहे हैं. So right, it is a time to take a call कि yes, कहाँ पे हमें AI को ज्यादा प्लेटफॉर्म देना है, कहाँ पे नहीं देना है. But hotels are very smart enough not to give a platform for such reasons कि जहाँ पे आपको human touch आप replace कर सकते. Not possible. Have I answered your question? Thank you. Yes, any other question? Yes, please. Yes, beta. Of course, very good. Shabash. Alright, so when I opted for hotel management after quitting the engineering, one of the objectives was very clear in my mind कि मुझे दुनिया घूमनी है. I wanted to see the world free of cost. मुझे पैसा नहीं खर्चा करना. I want to roam the world free of cost, and thanks to my industry again, of course I worked hard. I gave my wonderful interviews in the cruise line industry, and because of which I was very fortunate enough to be part of one of the very renowned Norway-based cruise lines, and I roamed the world. So yes, this course gives you a very easy gateway worldwide. As I say, Indians are known for their hospitality, and we are needed, we are required abroad, because अभी foreigners को भी पता चल रहा है कि yes, Indian hospitality की कोई तुलना नहीं हो सकती. Therefore, there are a lot of students. Every year, I would say 30% of the segments are going abroad for various reasons. Either they go for employment, or go for a training, or go for further studies. But easily they can move in, because this is an easy gateway to go into the abroad and settle down there. I've answered your question. Thank you.
Now at the moment to firmly express our gratitude. First, I would like to thank the Almighty because of whom this candid talk was a success. And a huge thanks to our Vinay sir for providing his valuable time to us. Next, I would like to thank our Ketan sir and all loving teachers. At last, how can I not thank my peers for being the soul of this seminar? I would like to call upon Krish Mistry to sir and all present Vinay sir with a bouquet. Thank you, Krish. Next, I wish to call upon Mahek Bhoot to present Vinay sir with token of memory on behalf of AB family. Thank you, Mahek. Thank you, Vinay sir, for your guidance.
Thank you so much.